According to a recent Go Banking Rate study, 46% of this generation carries credit card balances of $4,000 or more. In this video, I'm going to show you how to manage your money like a pro. Welcome to the Peak Performance channel, the place where you come to be inspired to create a more prosperous future. Do you always run out of money at the end of the month? You may have poor money management, and continuing to do so will harm you in the long run. So keep watching, because in this video, I'll teach you a new technique to manage your hard-earned money much more effectively. In today's age of inflated lifestyles and instant gratification enabled by the careless use of credit cards and pay-later apps, young and ambitious professionals trying to live the city life commonly struggle with poor money management issues. Senator Elizabeth Warren popularized this rule in her famous book, All Your Worth: Ultimate Lifetime Money Plan. The basic idea behind this rule is to work on your after-tax income and divide it in such a way that all your needs, wants and savings are justified. This one technique is to manage your money according to the 50-30-20 rule. You may be wondering what these numbers mean. Let's break down each of these numbers and provide examples so you can evaluate your own personal finances based on these metrics. 50%. Let's pretend we have a pie right here, and half of it, or 50% of the pie, represents your needs. So in terms of the 50% needs, what are some examples of things that could be included? So consider your regular living expenses like groceries, housing, whether you have a mortgage or rent, and health insurance. You can have utilities such as electricity, water bills and so on. I define a need as something that would greatly inconvenience you, or something that you literally cannot live without. Half of your after-tax income should be able to sustain your needs and responsibilities. If you spend more than that on needs, you will have to either cut back on wants or downsize your lifestyle, perhaps to a smaller home or a less expensive car. Perhaps carpooling or taking public transportation to work is an option, as is cooking at home more frequently. 30%. The next logical area to explore is what we call wants, which is the 30% of your income. I believe this is where most Americans encounter the distinction between wants and needs. So a need is something that causes a minor inconvenience in your life. It's not always necessary. It's something you're willing to sacrifice, such as dropping Netflix, not having Hulu, or not purchasing a brand new grill to cook your steak on. Shopping, for example, would fall into this category. Do you absolutely need to shop for brand new clothes right now? Are you going to die if you don't get a new pair of shoes? This category also includes upgrade decisions such as choosing a more expensive steak over a cheaper hamburger, purchasing a Mercedes over a more economical Honda, or deciding between watching television for free via an antenna or paying for cable television. Wants are all the little extras you buy to make your life more enjoyable and entertaining. Many people's lifestyles are so hectic that it's easier to jump in the car and go grab something to eat rather than prepare the food themselves. Hobbies. Everyone should have a hobby. It's one of the greatest joys of life. Whether it's gardening, flying drones, being a video editor, whatever you want to do as a hobby, this definitely falls under a want. Because want is something you don't necessarily need, but it significantly enhances the quality of your life. Here's a quick reminder before we continue. Make sure you smash that like button and hit the subscribe and notification button if you haven't already done so. It means that YouTube sends you more of these kinds of videos, and it helps our channel as well. Okay, let's get back to the video. 20%. Finally, try to set aside 20% of your net income for savings and investments. This includes putting money into an emergency fund in a bank savings account, contributing to a mutual fund account through an IRA, and investing in the stock market. You should have at least 3 months' worth of emergency savings on hand in case you lose your job or something unexpected happens. After that, concentrate on retirement and other long-term financial goals. Obviously, if you want to save for retirement, you need to simply focus on retirement savings for 20 to 30 years. If you actually create a monthly budget knowing what your monthly net income is and breaking it down by 50, 30 and 20%, you'd be surprised at where your dollars go for different categories. So unless it's not a want or a need, I'd definitely put it under this 20 savings and debt category. The 50-20-30 rule is meant to help people in managing their after-tax income, primarily in order to have funds on hand for emergencies and retirement savings. Every household should prioritise the establishment of an emergency fund. In the event of job loss, unexpected medical expenses, or any other unforeseen financial cost. If an emergency fund is used, a family should prioritise replenishing it. Saving for retirement is also essential as people are living longer lives. Calculating your retirement needs and working towards that goal from a young age will ensure a comfortable retirement. The way you divide your money is absolutely critical. You must carefully place it in proper categories so that you don't run out of money and end up being buried in debt. Learning money management will benefit you not only today but also in the future, because you'll be saving for what is important and will be aware of where you'll spend your income. Keep this 50-30-20 rule in mind because it's one of the starting points to your financial success. Life should be enjoyed and living like a Spartan is not recommended. But having a plan and sticking to it will allow you to cover your expenses, save for retirement, and do the things that make you happy. Thank you for being all ears throughout the entire video. If you'd like to learn more about the nature of this business, subscribe now and click on the notification bell to be updated with my latest uploads. To create is effort, to copy is genius. Albert Einstein. So if you want to expand your income by engaging with some side hustles, feel free to contact me so we'll get things moving right away. Remember, if you want to change your life, let's make a change together. You need to make a change.